since we're on our way outside to look at the real thing, I know that this piece of equipment was part of the project, correct?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what it does?
So this is our weather station. So it's recording indoor greenhouse temperature, outdoor temperature, rainfall, wind speeds, barometer pressure, UV index, all kinds of data for us to be able to compare through the season. So every hour it's taking a reading and recording that in this database that we'll be able to analyze over time and graph that.
This is part of the experimental plot, is it? Because I see other things looking similar over there.
Yeah, so we've actually replicated, essentially divided the amount of plants we have into two. So we have 8 varieties of tomatoes that we're growing, 6 plants for each variety. So we have 12 plants for each variety. We have 6 plants for each variety in this plot and 6 on that plot. This was due to space restraints, but also this will allow us to kind of compare between the two plots, that if there is something different between the soil here and the other plots, we'll hopefully be able to see that. So we've gone through and we've found flower clusters that haven't opened yet, and we've bagged them with small mesh bags so no pollinators can get to them. And so other ones we've left that have already opened, and those will end up going to the food bank because we don't need every single tomato for seed. So we're able to kind of pick and choose a few for seed and still have lots for food bank and contributing back to the community. Yeah.
Now the beans.
Beans.
What kind of beans do you have?
So we have 3 whole bean varieties, which are each at where these teepees are. And then we have 3 bush bean varieties, which are over in the other plots. And so these have all been separated about 6 meters apart to also prevent cross-pollination. So these just got transplanted this week. We're late this year because it's been a cold, damp year. Beans need about 60 degrees Fahrenheit for the soil to be at consistently in order for them to germinate. And if it's too cold and too wet, they end up rotting in the ground. So these ones we started inside the greenhouse and we just transplanted them this week. So it's later than we would like, but they're adapting well to the soil, and soon they'll be taken off.
Now you mentioned a few sentences ago the cross-pollination. Do you have to bag these guys?
No, by keeping them 6 meters apart between variety, we've reduced that risk that they would. Yeah, it's very exciting. I think we often forget that good food requires good seeds, and having farmed for many years, I know how frustrating it is to spend money finding seeds and then them not work well for climate or your growing conditions. And I think it's really important. We often forget about seeds, and so to put the time and energy into finding seeds that are adapted for our regions is really important.